BVI companies can be a useful vehicle to reduce taxes when they're used correctly. They're used for holding company structures and to own individual assets. BVI companies are the most used offshore companies in the world. This is due to the English common law use, and the BVI being one of the first countries to offer offshore companies. Richard Branson is a billionaire and one of the world's most famous entrepreneurs. He owns the airline Virgin Atlantic, and more recently his Virgin Galactic was one of the first companies to offer civilians flights to space. Branson has set up hundreds of businesses over the years. He uses a British Virgin Islands company, Virgin Group Holdings, as his ultimate holding company. This company in turn owns shareholdings in dozens of onshore companies operating around the world. Companies operating in high-tax countries must, of course, pay tax on profits generated in those countries. However, the use of a BVI company as a holding company opens up many opportunities for Branson to reduce his tax liabilities in the jurisdictions where his companies operate. The BVI companies are able to charge management fees and licensing fees to the onshore companies. In this way, they can legitimately reduce their taxable profits. The BVI companies are also able to buy assets and lease them to the onshore companies. This could be office buildings, vehicles, or anything required to carry on their business. Virgin's BVI company can also lend money to the subsidiary companies and legitimately charge arrangement fees and interest on the loans. Most major high-tax countries have controlled foreign corporation rules. CFC rules are there to discourage people in high-tax jurisdictions from using offshore structures. The rules can be complex, and they can vary by jurisdiction. The basic premise is that if an offshore company is owned by residents of the country where it's operating, the tax authorities will ignore the company and treat the income as personal. Branson avoids this by having his main residence in the British Virgin Islands. He famously owns Necker Island, which is one of the British Virgin Islands. Branson's most profitable business is licensing his Virgin brand to others. He charges a license fee to other companies that use his Virgin brand. This is either a fixed amount or a percentage of revenues. Businesses like Virgin Money, Virgin Media, and Virgin Galactic, which Branson doesn't fully own, pay him millions in license fees every year to use the Virgin brand name. Businesses where he owns 100% will do the same. When an offshore company owns your brand, a licensing fee can be charged to companies in high-tax jurisdictions to lower the profits there and move them to low-tax or zero-tax jurisdictions like the BVI. All dividends paid to BVI companies are tax-free too. So instead of being hit with a tax on dividends, after already having paid corporation tax, this money can be extracted tax-free. This is a key strategy that Branson has used to build his wealth. Branson has been careful to maintain the integrity of his structure. He doesn't appear as an officer of the company in the public records of his UK businesses. Being a director in a high-tax jurisdiction could cause problems for him and be a reason for the tax authorities to challenge his overseas residency. Richard Branson operates a smart, tax-efficient corporate structure. It allows him to compound his wealth at a vastly superior rate than if he had to pay income tax and higher corporate taxes. There are better options available in terms of privacy and asset protection than BVI companies. But in this case, they work well for Branson. This kind of structure can be used by anyone who finds themselves paying high corporate and personal taxes. For anyone serious about protecting their wealth, Bulletproof Asset Protection is a must-read. This special report provides valuable secret strategies to make sure your money can never be touched or even found. You'll discover how to easily open secret bank accounts. You'll find out how to establish anonymous companies and trusts and the best jurisdictions around the world to keep your assets private and secure. Follow the link in the description to find out more.